Darkness may be Batman's buddy, but it isn't for home viewers. Anyone who's been paying attention knows that since Marvel and DC began producing their own films, the internet has been flooded with both Marvel and DC fanboys. It's even come to the point where it appears as though their whole identity and purpose for being is at stake, judging by how proud they are of supporting one brand while disparaging the other. Marvel fans sometimes brag about how well planned the MCU is and how constant the quality of the films in it has been, which is true since there are very few outright stinkers among the 27 feature films previously produced in the MCU, which is currently in Phase 4. The same cannot be said for the films in the DCEU, which, while having only produced 10 films so far, can already claim 2 utter flops, the original Suicide Squad picture and the first iteration of Justice League. But what DC fans can brag about is how much darker and realistic their films are and how much less cartoonishly pop they are when compared to Marvel's entertainment machines, which is also true, because the DC films have largely been defined by their darker, more brooding qualities. The latest Batman film, The Batman, directed by none other than Matt Reeves, who is responsible for the awesome Dawn of the Planet of the Apes, War of the Planet of the Apes, Cloverfield, and the underrated Let Me In, and starring former Twilight heartthrob Robert Pattinson. Reeves and co-screenwriter Peter Craig have decided to put Batman in what looks and feels like a mix of 70s gritty crime dramas and a buddy comedy. Regardless of how gloomy the previous Batman films were, whether directed by Christopher Nolan, Tim Burton, or Joel Schumacher, what you'll see in The Batman is in a whole other genre altogether. It's a detective and crime thriller with a superhero named Batman in it. The crime in question is a series of murders involving important people in Gotham committed by the Riddler, who might as well be the Zodiac Killer, judging by the way the victims were killed and left for the cops to find, with Batman being enlisted by Lieutenant James Gordon to assist with the investigation. This version of Batman is still in its early years, 2 years to be exact, and Bruce Wayne is still an angry young man with emo hair, not the slick millionaire playboy that we've been accustomed to all these years, with Batman even saying "I am vengeance" when we first hear him answering the question of who he is, followed by Batman gleefully, and uncomfortably, saying "I am vengeance." In the most basic terms, this is a film about how this particular Batman character evolves from a vigilante who calls himself Vengeance at the start of the film to a hero who protects the citizens of Gotham, from vigilante to superhero, and that is the film's heart and soul, albeit wrapped in a police procedural plot for more than 2/3 of its running time. People will debate for years whether Reeves is justified in taking 3 hours to convey this storyline, or in choosing an epic, even operatic style to do so. Please like this video and subscribe to my channel. See you soon.